I think Kanye West is jealous of Kendrick Lamar. Or more specifically, I think that Kanye West is jealous of the attention that Kendrick Lamar is receiving right now. After dominating and sweeping the Grammys with the hit song Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar is really on top of the world, especially with people buzzing with what might happen this Sunday. They're saying they're trying to figure out how to play Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. People are talking about how Kendrick Lamar just dominated Grammy season. And if there's somebody that feels like that should be him headlining the Super Bowl, that should be him that's winning all the Grammys and getting all the attention and all the love and all the praise, it's Kanye West. And the fact that Kanye West isn't receiving any type of love, any type of praise, any type of attention is really, really fucking him up. Like, even if we go back to Grammy night, it was very clear that Kanye West was trying to pull off this stunt with his wife and being like, yo, look at my wife, she's naked. Isn't that crazy, guys? And everyone just kind of looked at him like, yo, she's kind of like always naked, dog. Like, I don't know why this is crazy. Like, I think it's funny that they tried to hype it up like Kanye and his wife. They tried to make it seem like, oh, is she really gonna do it? As if we weren't like already aware of their game. Like, brother, we are familiar with the play that you're running. And more specifically this week, it seems as though Kanye has really wanted to make it about himself just through all of the things that he's been saying. He started talking about how he is a believer in AI, seeing it like people see auto-tune nowadays, where it could be used like as an instrument, and there's more creative ways to use auto-tune that isn't just like, let me fix how this guy or girl can't sing. Which honestly, and this could be a hot take, I agree. AI can be a useful resource to enhance creativity. In many ways, I do think it can be used as an instrument. The problem that I have with Kanye West is that he never uses AI in that way. Like, it's very clear to me that when it comes to Kanye, he just uses AI as a way to circumvent having to try harder. And you might be saying that so far, nothing that Kanye has done has necessarily anything to do with Kendrick. And you might be somewhat right. However, I think that the reason why Kanye does have a bit of jealousy when it comes to the Kendrick Lamar situation is because he keeps bringing up Kendrick. Like, just this week, he was talking about how he out-rapped Kendrick in No Parties in LA, which is like the second time he's brought that up in the last year. Which he also brought up coincidentally in the middle of the Big Three beef, and that being on its peak. And it makes you just wonder, like, why is Kanye doing all of this now? Like, sure, it could be just the album rollout, but I think it's something deeper than that. Because for as much as the Big Three beef came out of nowhere, you also saw it coming. Like, it felt natural to see J. Cole bar up Kendrick Lamar, see Kendrick Lamar throw shots at J. Cole and Drake, see Drake throw shots at Kendrick Lamar. But what didn't feel natural was Kanye going on like that and being like, yo, Doc, I got you. Cause what do you mean you got me, bro? Like, you're not a part of this. Who invited you, big man? And that's not me saying that Kanye wasn't cool in the 2010s, but he was very clearly not a part of the Big Three and shouldn't have been involved in the beef because that wasn't his beef to begin with. I mean, I don't even think he gave a fuck about it. I just think he did that because he wanted attention. And that is the Kanye game. Kanye loves attention. He'll do whatever for it. And this is just another example of it. Kendrick Lamar is heading for what might be a historic night in hip hop. He is a 5-time Grammy winner just in the past week. And I think Kanye sees the level of success and respect that Kendrick Lamar receives from everybody, and he's jealous of that because even when he was at his peak, Kanye never received the respect that he wanted from the people that he wanted respect from. And that very clearly angers him. But before we continue with this hate video, let's take some time to love, you know, and specifically show love to me. What do you mean, Benny? How do we show love to you? Of course, subscribe to the channel, man. Maybe even turn notifications on, because I know YouTube be fucking me. They be waiting to fuck me for some reason, bro. Anyways, that being said, we can get back to the video, I guess. I think part of me is really just coping with the fact that Kanye is where he's at right now. In all reality, this is a guy that I looked up to when I was little, and I love this work enough for the outro of this video and every video on my channel since the beginning of this whole ride to be Kanye West. So when I see this Twitter tirade that Kanye is still going on, by the way, I gotta think like why are we doing this if it's not just for attention? And to be honest with you, there was a time where Kanye's personal politics did make somewhat sense. Maybe that would have been flawed by personal ignorance, but on the whole, it was cool to see Kanye, you know, express his opinions and sometimes they may challenge what the society norm is, but he could have been right in some sort of way. But now I'm looking at these tweets and I just think that this is just Kanye being Kanye in the worst way possible, because these Twitter rants aren't indicative of Kanye being like this overthinker that is trying to think a next step ahead. It's just Kanye crying out for attention. And maybe that's just what Kanye has always been like. Maybe the reason why he said George Bush doesn't care about black people wasn't because he believed that George Bush didn't care about black people, but because Kanye believed that that would get him the most attention going into whatever step of his career was next. It just makes me recontextualize the whole career of Kanye, because now I look at the things that Kanye used to do and I wonder whether or not that was a younger Kanye that was more intelligent, more coherent, or if it was just a Kanye that was also looking for attention, and at that point of time looking for attention looks different than it does now. Because we went from a guy that was like, yo, I hate Nazis, to who he is right now, where it's like, why are you saying I'm a Nazi, dog? Like, let's really break it down. And I don't think there's anything to it. We're talking about a guy that's right now on Twitter shit talking MLK, that's right now on Twitter shit talking Virgil, and like, I don't want to give these tweets much credibility, right? But at the same time, it does strike me as weird that this is when he decided to post these tweets, because it just makes me think that the reason why you're doing this is because you're trying to upstage Kendrick Lamar. And let me be clear in saying this, I don't think Kanye West is only out to get Kendrick Lamar. I think Kanye does this whenever anybody in hip-hop is popping. There's a reason why the Drake beef has always been weird with Kanye and Drake. It's because like Kanye was cool with Drake, and then Drake was bigger than Kanye, and he got all up in his feelings about it. Like, be honest with me, back when Carnival was the #1 song in the country, Kanye West wasn't saying shit. He went quiet for so long because he finally had the attention that he craved. But now that the shoe is on the other foot, nobody cares about Vultures 2. And honestly, outside of Kanye fans, nobody cares about this quote-unquote bully album that's coming up next. He's looking for something that will get him that attention he thinks he deserves, because I don't know. And it's it would be another thing if these tweets are funny. Like when he tweeted about Chris Paul fucking Kim Kardashian, that shit was funny as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Like, where did you get that picture, bro? But these just these aren't inspiring in any way. These are just like, wow. Like, bro, get off the nitrous. Or maybe Kanye has CTE. Have y'all ever thought about that? Because that makes sense to me, right? You get in a fucking car crash in 2002, right? Then the CTE makes you go on like a little generational run and shit, and then it actually starts fucking up your brain for real. And now we're here. Kanye has CTE. I think that's the you know what? I'm tired of this video. I'm gonna leave it at that. Anyways, yeah, shout out to Kendrick Lamar, you know. I'll see him in the fucking Super Bowl. I'll be here. I'll be making a video about it for sure. Yeah, it'll be fun. With that being said, shout out to Jay Dilla, who, by the way, greatest producer of all time, better than Kanye, in my opinion at least. Shout out to y'all, shout out to me, and shout out to God. And yeah.